Ladies and gentlemen, do you remember about a week ago when I warned you to prepare for a possible hurricane sitting off the coast of Florida for 4 days because Jupiter would be stationing and then going direct? Yeah, well, I just got the side of the planet wrong. Dakota Smith, Asteroid Fight Club all-star member, 4 days of Typhoon Crosa, chilling in the same spot. Just keep spinning for 4 days. Hey, about the same time, Jupiter stationed from retrograde and now is direct. All right, this is a warning because with such a big energy shift, I have no idea what I'm going to say. So this is a full-fledged Asteroid Fight Club member video, which is really only for the coolest of the cool, the smartest of the smart, the most talented of the most talented, and the most creative of the creative. If you're not in that category, it may hurt your brain at some point. So try and forgive me ahead of time. All right. I have been doing it and doing it and doing it mostly well, I think, for almost 7 years now. And this is the craziest shit I've ever seen, man. Oh, yeah, they'll probably be cussing. Yeah, this is crazy. Like, all the times you pull up the maps, and what I did was I circled lows, which are like low pressure systems, which a lot of times lead to wind and rain, sometimes lightning and thunder. Anyway, so I circled them all, and it's 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's for the 21st. And so my intuition was like, you know what? I think we're going to start to see really crazy activity where the oceans light up around August 13th. And we're a day away from that. And so it would be a week away from the lit point, which would bring us to about the 20th. So definitely from the 18th, we are on full-fledged high Asteroid Fight Club alert. This was yesterday's GFS, and for a while now, the models have been showing up a low that is part of that multiple low system chain. There's one giant storm that will stretch and then go into England and the rest of Europe, of course. And so I think it's going to be part of that chain. It's part of the binary chains. And I didn't like the looks of that Baja hurricane the second it printed. I said, I don't know why I'm saying this, guys, but I don't like the looks of that. And then it's been part of that's like the head of the dragon, Ketu and Raku. So the head would be like Baja, or you can call that the tail if you want England, if you don't want to get hit with the butt. Tail. And then the head and the tail over by England. So it's a giant chain, man. What am I doing? Okay. And so this was the 18Z. And if you'll see here, we have molt, like it shows, this one shows it as like a hurricane. And I think this is what I think we will see. Whatever it is, whatever it becomes, I think it'll get dragged along with this chain through Florida. Although that's not what all the models are agreeing on. And so some of the model runs showed 3 multiple lows, one being going into the Texas and Mexico border, which I've said should be a hot spot this hurricane season. And then one puts it on the outside of Florida, although I don't think it's going to be on the outside. And so, yeah, dude, like, these are multiple different model runs, and that's a low, that's a low, that's a forming low, that's a low, that's a low. So this is almost like we're looking at the ecliptic of a whole nother planetary system. And when people talk to me, someone made a comment that they were in Destin, having a great time at Destin's gorgeous beaches, and that the waters were cold. And I was like, well, that's great news. But part of my THORnews all gas giants on the same side, planetary angular orbital momentum theory, the planetary pressure that we will be seeing off of the Neptune alignment in September and the Eris alignment in October will be like half exterior planetary pressure and then half the heat that it comes with. But there's one thing I learned from Barry, that yes, the atmospheric conditions do matter a lot, though I would prepare Florida for a Cat 5 in October based off the Eris alignments and stuff. And the planet definitely seems to get wackier whenever you have all the gas giants on the same side. If this were a court case, I could prove it. So this is the latest model, around the 26th. and it's still showing a low, but it's keeping it at like right tropical storm strength, and it's pulling it wester than I think it will go. But anything is possible. And then a few frames before that from tonight's, we are seeing the dangerous big boob double low formation. And I know any time in my life when dangerous big boob double low formations have showed up, trouble always follows. So this is for like the 25th, 24th. So, and then, you know, we're going to have like 8 to 10 weeks of what could be a really crazy hurricane season. Like whatever's going on with China and Japan, that's it destroyed tons of homes in China. But like 1 million people had to evacuate. And I want to remind people, since the very beginning of the year, for months now, I've been saying we're getting hit by a hurricane here, I believe. That'll be great if it's only a tropical storm. But this is what I predict for October. It'd be weird if I got the month flipped. But, we're checking it out. But yeah, dude, now is a time where hurricane season, I think in the next 2 weeks, is when it could start to get really dangerous for the United States of America. I could be totally wrong if the giant high pressure system stays there. And I wanted to say super special big thanks to Susan D. You are delightful. And Kathy M. Y'all are fantastic, super duper, and amazing. I really, really appreciate y'all. I took like a day off just to try and express to people, man, look at this shit. It's going to get dangerous and weird. And whatever is going on with this high, that's amazing. And that whole chain we're seeing, you got this one going west and then that one going east. And so, boom, see that? Like, and then it would get dragged east with that giant, massive rain band that extends from Mexico into Europe, which I've been tracking for 3 years. And it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. That is what she said. But look at all those little lows, man. And I only break into the higher pitch tone for comedic effect and to accentuate points that I make that are very important. So you got mega-sized rain bands. And the fact that it's just pumping up all those lows. And soon is when we will be seeing, if my prediction for an East Coast hurricane is going to come true, we will be seeing it roll off of Africa. It is definitely going to be an interesting. But look at all those lows. And then the high, but somehow they slice into the giant Azores monster high. We got a bunch of crazy shit going on. And then Texas has got a giant, and a lot of this Midwest has got a giant freaking heat wave coming. The really, really, really bizarre pattern, man. But it's a dangerous world. And things are unbalanced, especially between men and women. But we are better than ever, stronger than ever, smarter than ever, and have more resources than ever before. So I still like our chances. A significant heat wave will continue across Italy and the Balkans until Tuesday, locally close to 40 degrees Celsius in the afternoons. They have multiple noons there. That is amazing. Short but significant heat wave. Oh, and this is the bottom. I don't get any good grades from Arizona, and that's just the way it is. That's an Ariana Grande joke. Because I'm talking about a heat wave. Houston, heat wave 2019. With heat index readings from 106 to 112 across the region again today. Continue to think of heat safety as you enjoy your Sunday fun day. Stay hydrated. I don't know, man. Everybody calls me thirsty. But I can only drink from the holiest of holy grails, although chasing some grail is ridiculous because Jesus was magic, not the cup he drank out of. Oh, yeah, and apparently not everybody's in Asteroid Fight Club because we were breaking records for dead pets in cars, and we were breaking records for dead kids in cars. And so, over the summer, the amount of dead kids in cars has probably exceeded mass shootings, but I don't know. Either one. It's not exactly. We need work and improvement in all areas, really. But in good news, the House Mormont and the House Stark continue their alliance. This wolf and bear pair were documented traveling, hunting, and sharing food together for 10 days, man. Oh, they're cute. Man, I love animals. Animals are so cool. And God gives animals everything they ever need. Same with us. We just got to learn to share it in a way that is balanced with the planet and the people and whatever fucked up economic system we have at the moment. Yeah, and so, unfortunately, I talk about Asian women more because I cover Asia now better, which is good as Planetary Defense Commander. Really, Asian women are smart, quirky, beautiful, sweet. Really, they have a good sense of humor. And they're so beautiful. I don't know. They're just, it's like they're magic, man. Okay. So, yeah, they had China had a bunch, last count I heard was like 30 people died, which would be like 2,500 in Puerto Rico math or Puerto Rico government math. It looks like Japan is about to get hit by another one. So we've seen like 4 typhoons, which are technically just hurricanes, man. They named that shit to confuse you guys. That's pretty much what the whole economy of the world is based on. Confusing people all the time. And just so you get frustrated and like, fine, I'll pay whatever. Okay. I'll believe whatever you're telling me. Shut up, leave me alone. That's what like the whole economy is based on. Yeah, it is rough and tumble over there, and I will be saying prayers, and I think they have some type of version of Asteroid Fight Club over there. But it's going to be rough weather days ahead. I think August 2, starting on the 20th. On the 13th, 20th is when it lights up, and then it is full go time. Man. That's just a big, nasty amount of rain, man. Giant, nasty amount of rain. Corey S. Powell with the absolutely incredible Asteroid Fight Club moment. Jupiter's moons follow a 1-2-4 rhythm around its planet, which somehow switches Io's biggest volcano on and off. It's the sulfurous, hellish music of the spheres. And so, yes, the orbital angular momentum of Jupiter and the moons affect Jupiter's volcano moon, Io, greatly. And it like turns the volcanoes on and off, which is what we will be undergoing. Somehow, the same media that's always telling you racism, guns, and political scandals is telling you the only thing that matters is carbon and a carbon tax. Even though, no, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get these storms down to the day and to the inch based off of planetary alignments. And that when all the gas giants are on the same side, everything magnifies incredibly, including earthquakes, volcanoes, volcano activity, and crazy storms, hurricanes, typhoons, lightning, you name it. But hey, man, we are all in this together. So mind the formation as Jupiter goes forward and we become Team Earth. Because the old system is falling apart fast. This old 100-year-old ancient system of oil war and deception and divide and conquer is falling apart fast. So, in a successful grand transition, we could celebrate with the greatest music the world has ever heard, legalize marijuana across the globe because God in Genesis says, God give you all green seed-bearing plants. And that would help with the peace pipe. And then we could create the greatest architectural art structures the world has ever seen. And we could all share in a future of abundance because the abundance is a test. So yeah, crazy days. The people who are trying to pick up nickels and bitcoins in front of a steamroller are going to do everything they can to distract you. But now is the time to come together, because we are all family, people. It's true. Okay, and we got to clean the oceans, clean the waters. We got work to do, but we are adopting the Bill and Ted Manifesto. Be excellent to each other and party on, dudes. All right, stay cool. I really love you guys. You guys are great. Asteroid Fight Club, you are amazing. Let's get our communication lines down a little better. Jupiter's direct. That is so wonderful. That is so wonderful. I checked my notes in 2015. I was like, oh, things are going to be shitty. But around September 2019, your life will improve. That was to me personally. So let's hope I'm right. Because, the last few years were pretty rough. Oh, man. Okay. I ain't complaining, though. I feel like the luckiest guy on the planet. God bless everyone. Let's live long and prosper together. And may the force be with you always. I got to go before I start thinking about women's butts.